gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
This is a message from the YouTube emergency broadcast team. If you're not used to watching people who tell the truth and call out people on their BS and lies, then this probably isn't the place for you. Run now, because these guys don't hold back and they don't sugarcoat it. They are straightforward and don't waste no time about it. There's no lying, begging or beating around the bush when it comes to the 615 squad. So if your fifis get hurt easily or it takes you weeks to come up with receipts, you might want to take cover now.
Let's rock.
Mercy, know it so well. Could've wrote this from a cold cell. Praying on the floor of my hotel. Riding on the devil, taking no L's. They said don't do it cause it won't sell. Now look, we ain't taking no L's. God say gold and it won't fail. Now look, we ain't taking no L's. What did you think? I run drive when my supply is the king. I run hide, deny, and sign with the beast. I wouldn't ride or die for what I believe. Please, you might could try me and see. What you think I'd like for 500 G's? Nope. When I could get by until I...
Oh, what's going on, Creek Squad? How are y'all doing tonight? Boy, have y'all seen what has been put out today. Oh, I tell you, we got a clown that thinks he can call out Ryan Upchurch. Little does he know the shit's just not going to work. And on top of that, he pulled a Martin Speaks. Had to use the Bible. Well, folks, I tell you, it's been a little interesting. I just came back from over Triple T's. Interesting little panel there. They even had ACAL over there in chat. Didn't have too much to say in chat. I did notice, though, no longer than I jumped down, came back over here, do my thing. Guess who came right up behind me? I don't know. I guess maybe he's waiting on me to leave. He knew that he was probably going to say something that I was going to bounce back and give him a few comments, even though I'm a fan of his music. Yeah, that's right. Oh, ACAL himself. Find it kind of ironic. I guess he probably seen that I was going to be talking about his boy tonight, and it's true. It may be true. He may have went over there to Ryan's. He with him. It's a possibility. Maybe he had to carry ACAL's luggage, for a photo shoot. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to get into that. Let's see who all we got in chat first. We got lovely Michelle D and Mama Payday. How are y'all? HK, how are you, Terry? Good to see you. Shady J, Miss Kathy, how are you? T-Dam, go ahead and eat. Don't want to interrupt dinner. Rob, good to see you. Wayne Odom. So yeah, we got a few people scroll in. Yeah, this was a last minute little thing. Lee Mew, how are you? So I know notifications on this channel, this being a backup, not getting out too well. Yeah, 2 nights in a row. No, Mama Payday. I was over on Triple T's for the last probably hour or so, and then doing some things. I hadn't been able to venture over onto YouTube to catch too many videos here recently, but I will catch it as soon as I end this live. I promise you that. No, I don't hate the people over there on T's. Not at all. There's some that I think that maybe they're not seeing his song as a diss because they're friends or so. And like I said, the whole song is not a diss, but however, there was that little diss added in. And the reason I feel that way is because of the timing. He was done with the song in March, but he waited until a couple of weeks ago. I think that's the reason why, he didn't want to release it back in March because Ryan had all that going on with Tom and all. He wanted to make sure everybody could just see it, for what it is. It wouldn't be blocked with other stuff going on. He dropped it when nothing was being dropped on Ryan, and Ryan wasn't, have other things going on. He knew what he was doing. Believe it or not, yeah. I mean, we'll give him credit for that. But this little 2.5 minute video today. The first time I seen it, I laughed. I'm sitting here thinking, my God, I think you've taken lessons from Martin Speaks. And then I got to thinking, well, okay, Wade, back up. No one watches Martin Speaks, so no, let's not give Martin Speaks that much credit. Then I thought, I need to send this guy some something to darken his beard. I mean, he's got more gray in his beard than he does his hoodie. It's like, Jesus, how old are you? I mean, it looks good on some men when it's all gray, but this poor thing right here, I mean, if I wouldn't have seen him in a video and just seen him out in the open, I'd have probably dug down in my pocket, see how much change I had. I mean, he looked like some of the guys we've seen over here on the side of the interstate. But yeah, we're going to break it down. We'll give people time to get in here. Of course, we're not going to wait too long. I don't like to wait an hour after we get started before we get going into what it's about. But yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of people talking about it. Some people are saying the original song was a diss. Some saying it's not. Some saying this video right here made him look worse than what it was. Some people saying that he's doing this for Adam. Some people saying no. Some people saying Adam bouncing back and forth in chats. So yeah, it's really looking bad. Some people saying Adam's looking real bad right now. So, I mean, this is me putting the information out there. Y'all make up y'all's own mind. I'm not telling y'all, what to believe, what not to believe. I'm just putting it out there, and I'm telling you how I believe. We don't tell y'all what y'all can do, what y'all can't do. That's not us. There may be some out there that do, some that don't, but yeah, never have we ever. And the thing about it is, and I stated this over there at T's. So if there is a diss between Ryan and another singer, that don't mean they hate one another. Hell, look at the past. Look at the people that he was dissing 4 or 5 years ago. And he's come out here recently, and he's even stated he don't hate them. Hate's a very strong word, folks. But when artists do diss songs on one another, most time it's a business thing. And it's great when actually a diss song's dropped on somebody and the other artist answers back. It's a business thing. But when you have an artist that's weak and doesn't answer back, or it takes him 2 or 3 months, Tom, that really looks bad. Of course, now we know how Tom McDonald is. He's just one of them that he only wants to sing about what's happening now. What media's talking about. If he has to take pictures looking pregnant or have his hair all braided up in different colors, whatever. There's no meaning to Tom McDonald. So now we get, he's just, I guess he's going to be holding his Bible up the whole time while he's making little threats. You got 24 hours or else you don't go after God's people. Oh, okay. And if you haven't seen it, you're fixing to. Matter of fact, let's just go right ahead and dig into it. I think it should be fun. I don't like that angle. We're a little bit bigger. And here we go.
Because I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, Ryan. Because the reality is I think you actually believe in your mind that you were giving me a pass by not saying my name in that.
Also, he's going to give him a benefit of the doubt. He's already stated that. Well, that's awful nice of him.
Last video and, trying to be a nice guy and give me some solid advice towards the end and all that. I think you genuinely believe that in your mind.
Well, now, that's what Ryan has done. He's given advice to all these up and coming singers. And Well, by looking at your profile and your YouTube, you're definitely up and coming. You may think you're bigger than what you are, but yeah, you're starting off, we'll say, compared to Ryan.
Reality is you really weren't though, and that's really just your pride making you think that. And the Bible says pride comes before the fall. I'm trying to help you not fall. Speaking of the Bible, you said recently in a video it's called the Holy Bible because it's full of holes. I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. It ain't full of holes. It's full of a whole lot of truth. Mine's kind of full of a lot of wear and tear because I actually read it. When you read it, you'll hear about a story about this king.
Okay, now, nothing wrong with reading the Bible. Nothing wrong with believing in the Bible. If he believes and if he reads his Bible, more power to him. And I think he does. I mean, you know, he's put out a lot of songs, religious songs. But y'all keep that in mind. Because watch what follows on.
King named David, and his king does something real foul, and so God sent a prophet to him to speak to him and tell him, hey bro, you're super out of pocket. The prophet used the story when he talked to the king. He said, check this out, dog.
Okay, starts off now. God sends a prophet. Who else over on YouTube has considered themselves the prophet and runs around wanting to try to save everybody? Let's see here. We have Carl from Canada. Of course, we have Martin. And, you know, there's a few others here. And I think before too much longer, this guy's going to be flipping out like him.
A man in your kingdom, and he did this other man real greasy, man, and David got real heated. He said, man, who? They deserve to die today. And then the prophet said, that man is you. So check this out, bro. Just like this king in this story was anointed at a young age and blessed with a whole lot of favor on his life, you've been blessed with a whole lot of favor on your life at a young age. And you know what happens to the human condition?
Johnny, this is what you're going to be like when you get a little older, I guess.
When you give it too much money, too much power, too much influence, too fast, pride that causes people to deny reality. You and I both know, you know who I am. You and I both know I was at your house, and you and I both.
Okay, now he's mentioned this several times. That he's been at the house. Ryan has said it before. He don't remember him being there. And he's flat out told him, I don't know you. Now, that don't mean he's never met him. That just means, you know, you're not one of my homies. Now, you've said several times you've been to his house. Show receipts. That's the best way to prove it.
Both know that wasn't no diss track, which means you know that you lied.
Okay. Back again. Yes, I say you put a diss in the middle of that song on Ryan. Why were you such a chicken shit that you held off from March when the song was finished to just 2 weeks ago before you released it?
Lied about me several times in that video. So I suggest you humble yourself like King David does when you go on and continue to read the story and continue to inherit God's blessings, because bro, you're going down a road you don't want to go. I'm happy that you're happy. I'm happy that you found someone that makes you happy and you got a child on the way. I'm happy for your success. I don't got no hate or animosity towards you, bro. So humble yourself. Recognize that video you put out about me was super foul, even though I'm sure in your mind you think you were being polite. You think you were being easy on me. You think you were looking out.
Right now, all I'm hearing is
out for me. Reality is you weren't, bro. You're just so full of yourself at this point. You got so many people around you gassing you up, man.
Dude,
that you think you can't actually be wrong about something. Well, I'm giving you this opportunity to recognize you were wrong and take down that video, dog. Or you're gonna find out what happens when you lie about one of God's people. Got 24 hours, bro.
So he's got 24 hours. Now, my question is, he says, so if he keeps that up after 24 hours, what are you going to do? What? What are you going to do, big boy? Put out another video? What do y'all think he's going to do in chat? Even Jessica, even if he has everybody talking about him, his view count And maybe his sub will go up a little bit. But it's not going to work out in his best interest. I mean, hell, look who he's got having to run around to clean up after him right now. Tina G, how's it going? I mean, it's already in cleanup mode. And it hadn't been but just a few hours. It's still in single digits since that video has been dropped. And they're already in cleanup mode. I mean, Ryan hadn't even made a video on it yet. What do you think it's going to be like once Ryan makes a video on this? His career is stale. That's why he's trying to do any and everything he can possibly do. So what? Now, does Ryan welcome this? Hell yes. If he's worthy. Ryan's always said he wishes somebody would come in to the genre and take over number one. Because Ryan wants someone that's worthy for the challenge. Imagine sitting on a throne for so long and there's no one to challenge you. Be boring as hell. But for someone that's mediocre at best, to tell him you got 24 hours, come on. And to use the Bible just 30 seconds beforehand, that is a Martin Speaks move. And if you know who Martin Speaks is, you'll know that's like a bottom of the barrel move. That's one that Martin Speaks is a fake Christian. So don't look that bad. Because we know you're not a fake Christian. But that was weak. That made you look bad. That right there earned you this right here. Hell, matter of fact, we'll just go, let me go a different screen with it. That's right. That right there earned you that. With your little shiny red nose, your wig, the glasses, Mises the Clown. Well, yeah, Marla, when you're number one in that industry, I mean, yeah. Yeah, the people know what I'm talking about. I agree with you, Michelle D. His pride, let me get over here to comments over here. And I think it just made him look sad, pathetic. Now, it was brought up that in a rap battle, because Adam's name kept getting brought up, you know, who would win? And Triple T spoke up and was like, hey, in a rap battle, yeah, Ryan would take it. But now they thought, what about Mises? Now, honestly, Mises may be good in it and be quick. I still don't think he is as quick and as good as Ryan. Sunflower, how's it going? He may be good and he may be quick, but I still don't think he can throw him out as quick and as good as Ryan. I think it would be a good thing to see. I think it'd be interesting. But I think when I seen that video, him using the Bible and then turning around and giving him the alternative in 24 hours, I was like, oh, that was just weak. Either you shouldn't have had the Bible in there, or you shouldn't have gave him the 24-hour notice. One or the other. You should, Yeah, look at me, Martin of the Day award. I don't know who helped you plan that video out, because you could tell that wasn't just you cutting the camera on and you just saying that without. I mean, that was all pre-planned. You done everything, had everything planned out before even cutting it on, all your words and everything. You didn't think about it. On top of that, I don't think you watched it before putting it on YouTube. Not a smart move. See, unlike Ryan, when he does a video and then he edits everything and watches multiple times before putting it out there, that's something with somebody with intelligence would do. Make sure that there's nothing in there that, you just didn't do that. But seriously, dude, you look like somebody's grandfather. I mean, hell, I'm 52 and I don't have 2% of the gray that poor thing's got. You've got more gray in your beard than you do your damn hoodie. Maybe you need Adam to help you out. Maybe you need to tell him, look, dude, I can't keep carrying your luggage for you. I mean, it's making me an old man. Well, I mean, that's Sunflowers over there says, if he didn't care, then he wouldn't care. I was there the day Ryan came in to BX Boy, and Ryan was super respectful to him. Ryan is a respectful guy. He will show respect if respect is being given. I mean, you disrespect him or disrespect family or stuff like that, then he's going to let you know. But yeah, I mean, he's Michelle D's where it says, I just found it funny that he talks on Ryan's pride, but his pride got hurt when Ryan didn't remember meeting him. It's just so stupid. It is. I mean, and imagine the amount of people that Ryan actually probably has coming through Ghost Ranch. So what if he did forget meeting one little person that maybe didn't spark his interest? Maybe there was nothing there from Jesus that made him remember him. I mean, maybe he was that boring. It's the people that bring something to the table that are exciting that you remember. It's not, oh, okay, him, yeah. I mean, I think I remember him, but maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Maybe you're just one of them. It's kind of like a song you hear. You may hear a song and be like, you don't ever care to listen to it again. It comes on, you may change it. Be like, I think I heard it before. Maybe I did or maybe I didn't. But you hear an extremely good song. 6 months later, you hear it again. Oh, hell yeah, I remember that. Matter of fact, you may even remember where you was at when you heard it. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're that song that people don't remember if they've heard it or not. Maybe you're just that boring. So, I mean, that's my take on it. I don't know. Any of y'all feel different? Maybe I'm looking into it way too much, but yeah, I just think that he's fishing. I think his little Fifi's got hurt. You know, he wants to be something that he's not, and he's crying an awful lot about it. I mean, the night he was over on BX's and was on there for 2 hours crying on the phone made me think, what kind of guy is that? You know, what, I mean, who cries over the phone for 2 hours about being disrespected? Angela Fender says, I don't know him. He seems like Martin. You're absolutely correct. I'm just calling it out for what it is, though, Jax. If he wouldn't act that way, then I wouldn't be so-called disrespecting him, but I'm just calling it out for his behavior. I had heard about it. I was going to touch base on that, but on a different live. But since you brought it up, I'll go ahead and talk about it. So, AD, I had heard this morning, you know, you had your little crying spell about me and Seeper because supposedly, I guess you wanted up and we didn't let you up. You got kicked or so. I don't know. I can tell you that I didn't time you out, kick you, or whatever. If you tried coming up, I never seen you. However, I do remember Seeper saying, is somebody backstage? And when I looked, there was nobody. So it also makes that noise when somebody leaves backstage. If you came up and I didn't know you were up and you left and it made that, and that's when it made that noise, that's a possibility. But I know I can say I never timed you out or kicked you or whatever. So that could have been one of the mods. Saying you left him backstage for 2 hours. No, I can flat out say that is bullshit. In 2 hours, I would have definitely caught that. No, you were never backstage for 2 hours, AD. That is a flat out effing lie. No, nobody was backstage. I would have definitely caught that. But last night I was farther away from the computer, the monitor, and all than normal. Matter of fact, y'all even heard me talking about that. I actually had the monitor full screen, on StreamYard, to where it's normally just about a third of the size for what it's showing, what the camera would be showing. I had just went ahead and had it full screen. So therefore, if someone comes up, you just hear the sound, and then you'd have to go out of full screen mode. Yeah, Michelle. I mean, I like going back and forth with AD. So yeah, I don't know what his issue with that was. Well, I mean, now Angela, if there's a few people that were upset about last night, well, I guess so be it. I haven't heard much on it. I know when I went through my YouTube over on community, there has been nobody that's been blocked from last night. So if anybody got timed out, maybe they got timed out for the 24-hour. I don't know. That'd be something I'd have to go check through the live, watch the live, check out each moderator. But yeah, I don't, unless somebody's going off big time and I catch it, I'll leave all that up to my moderators. Well, I mean, if they're having a hard time, AD's having a hard time, so be it. Yeah, I had Rich up, and I guess AD didn't like that, but well, Slayback, I mean, everybody knows I like Triple T. Now, I told people before, I think Triple T, when he done his original reaction to Mrs. Song, I think he kind of had his friendship blocking some of it. But even tonight, some of them guys are over still saying, "Oh, it wasn't a diss." It's like, well, that's fine. That's their opinion. Everybody has a right to their opinion. If we all had the same opinion, life would be boring. However, I believe he put a little diss in the center of that song towards Ryan, and it will take a hell of a lot more than what was even said tonight to make me think otherwise. And some of them over there thinking, well, you just because you're just a fan. I'm a fan of the music. There's Carl. Yeah. Well, and now Michelle D says that she's in a good point. She says, yeah, I'm cool with it. Anyone talking about this. I just don't know enough about the guy. And I mean, that's pretty cool. That's like I was telling everybody. Just because two artists have a disagreement or a diss doesn't mean they hate one another. And it don't. It's a business thing for them, actually. People look at it as a diss on YouTube, two YouTubers going at it. It's totally different because this is an art. This is a business for them. They may not see eye to eye at the time, but down the road, they're going to do some kind of works together. And for an example, let's look back a couple of years. Remember when Ryan made the videos on Cashville? Oh, a lot of people just up and roar went after Cashville. All that was business. Where was Cashville at this weekend? Y'all see what I mean? It's a business thing. Music, whether it's rap, country, rock, it doesn't matter. It's a business. And at least when it comes to a diss, when the other artist answers back, even though one of them's going to lose, it can be beneficial. And yes, there's a disagreement. And they may not see eye to eye at the time. Doesn't mean just because two people disagree with one another, they cannot work it out. Especially when artists grow. They have to. If an artist isn't willing to grow, their music's going to get stale. And over the years, they're not going to do anything. And just like Kathy said, Ryan has bigger fish to fry. So yeah, this whole thing with this little clown, I mean, month and a half from now, y'all won't even remember this. There was funnier and better stuff 4 or 5 years ago on YouTube with Ryan, and even him putting out this song, than what this cat's got. My opinion, of course. Personally, I think this guy's just I think he's heard some things through some other people, and he's adding that with what little, his feelings have been hurt, and he's trying to turn it into something bigger than what it is. Well, Tyler, now there y'all go. So Tyler 90 said, Taylorville concert will be interesting since ACAL performs there the night before Upchurch at the festival. I won't be attending that one, but I imagine that if you could get both of them up there on the stage at the same time, you wouldn't even know any of this shit was going on. And here's the reason I say that. It's a business. How's it going, April? I mean, if either one of them were to let this disturb something like that, then yeah, that would just show the type of artist they are. I can speak on, Brian puts on an amazing show, and like Kathy said, a fantastic show. He's going to put his career before his feelings. So yeah, if an artist is going to let their feelings come before their art, then yeah, their career is not going to last very long. No, I don't think Ryan would. He's worked too damn hard to get where he's at and stay where he's at. So, but that's my take on it. If like I said, if y'all think I'm wrong, yeah, just holler at me. I did see there was one in there earlier that wanted to put their little 2 cents in, but I mean, opinions are everybody's right. Everybody's got a right to an opinion. Thank God, it was men like Triple T that fought for us to have that right. We better be thankful. There's some people out there in some of these countries that don't have that right. Oh, okay, Tyler. I thought that was funny as hell. He was over there. Whew, that sauna sure is hot. It's like, okay, Johnny, that was just pretty ignorant as hell. What did you think it was going to be? Knowing him, he probably went in there, shirt, sweatpants, and all on. I mean, hell, knowing Johnny, he probably went in there and trying to smoke as well. Now, he said he quit. He said earlier today he hadn't had a cigarette today. I figured, we'll wait until tomorrow afternoon. Friday night, especially, he'll be jonesing for one. He'll definitely be wanting a cigarette by this weekend. Now, Johnny, did you give up smoking altogether, or are you over there cheating using a vape? I figured that's probably what he's doing. He's probably using a vape. And I'm sure Johnny will probably touch base on this. And he'll be taking all up for Mises, because he's going to be doing reaction videos now, mainly music, but yeah. So I figure he'll be doing his little 2 cents worth on this. But I seen it and I thought, yeah, I had to throw my 2 cents in worth when I seen him use the Bible and then turn around and give the 24 hours. I thought, oh no, had to give him the award. Tyler, I had quit, like I said, for 3-4 years, and then when first time they gave me that death date, it was like, no. Stopped over at the store and got me a pack and walked on over to my wife's doctor's office and just was smoking when she walked out. And Johnny, I will say, if you do want to quit and you want an easy way of quitting or an easier way of quitting, use the nicotine patches, but do not smoke anything as far as that has any type of nicotine with them on. I would just say you can do it without it. It just takes manpower, willpower, and get something to keep a pen or pencil in your hand and make sure you've got chewing gum or so. But Johnny doesn't have willpower, so appreciate it, Tyler. But folks, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go see what Adam had to say when he jumped up there, and I'm sure he was over probably crying about Mises and thinking that they were talking about him dissing as well. Because more than likely with Adam, that we seen this when he jumped up on Kurt that time, he didn't know the specifics of what was being said. He was notified last time and jumped up without the knowledge of what was being said, what had happened. And as much as I like Adam's music, and y'all have heard me talk about it, at the beginning of that with Kurt, he looked stupid. Because he didn't quite know exactly what had been said, what had happened, and all that. He was going off hearsay. And hopefully, from that, he has learned to listen, look, and learn before reacting. And not to just go off what people are telling him. Because whoever told him, or I think it's more than one person, may not have heard it clearly, or may have got it twisted before it got back to him. But that's what I'm interested in seeing. On top of that, he went in all hot-headed and all that, and that's not a good thing to do either when you don't have the full information. You don't have the knowledge of the information. That right there shows that you're powerless anyhow. So now if you go in hot-headed, angry, but you've got all the information, all the power, that's okay. But still, it's better to be level-headed. But until next time, I'll see y'all then. Hope y'all have a great night, safe night. Keep an eye out for notifications because y'all never know when I'll go live again. Hell, I may be live in an hour. So, but I'll see y'all later.